Yeah, I think part of that is recent history, right? The last 2 of the last 3 years, Duke has lost to State, and usually, although once it came at home to that Dennis Smith Jr. team, never forget. Even though it's going to be wiped out of the record books, I did see it with my own 2 eyes. I did. So that happened at Duke, oddly, and they've gotten some upsets of Duke at home as well. NC State has. I'm trying to see. I think 2015 they did it. 2018 they did it at PNC. Now, it's worth pointing this out that all of those State upsets, and this was something I needed to see too, because for me, I was like, ooh, I don't know, State at home is really, they've given Duke trouble before, and I still think they could, so don't get me wrong, but those games have all kind of come earlier in conference play when Duke does tend to take L's, like January-ish, like early January. And this year was no different, by the way. I think Duke had 2 losses in early January. January 14th, January 18th. Those games at State or against State have come in like early to mid-January.
Right.
Whereas this one, Duke usually is kind of figuring it out at this point in the year.
Right.
And that's kind of where we're at right now. So I don't necessarily know that it's quite comparable to the other times. That's not to say State couldn't still win. I mean, I think they absolutely could, because I think that they're better than what they've played like so far. Like you were saying, they're inconsistent. They have had really nice moments and moments that you go, see, yes, do that. And I really thought they were going to manage to pull that game out the other night, in spite of like how they'd played for the first whatever of it. I was like, look, guys, just get it together, do what you need to do down the stretch of this game, get this road win. You knew it was going to be ugly. It's at Boston College, but they couldn't do it. But they've had, the win at Syracuse was a really nice win. I mean, they needed to go and do against Miami. That win at Virginia, like, I know they have it in them. I do.
You can do it.
You guys can do this, man. But this is, I mean, at least if you're going in terms of like Ken Palm rankings, this is the best team they've played since Louisville, and Louisville blew them out even at home. So. But they got to have it. They got to have this for NCAA. Like, the Boston College loss left them very little, if any, margin for error. They probably still needed a quad 1 win or 2. They got 3 chances left. Here's one of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Get it done, man. This or Florida State, you got to. You got to, State.
Not saying her back is against the wall.